And that's really unique. Guitar players of that talent, they can do a lot of things percussively. There was that.
Halo, Assalamualaikum sahabat Alip semua. Apa kabar? Semoga kalian selalu sehat, selalu ceria, dan selalu tersenyum. Siapa nih yang selalu rindu karya emas Alip Bata? Pasti kita semua selalu menantikan ya karya-karya terbaru dari sang maestro fingerstyle. Ada sesuatu yang sangat menarik loh di video kali ini. Ya, seorang komposer musik senior asal Amerika akhirnya untuk pertama kalinya turun gunung dan mereaksi fingerstyle Alip Bata. Wah, luar biasa sekali ya Alip Bata, gak main-main nih. Dalam video cover Alip Bata yang berjudul My Heart Will Go On, komposer musik Amerika meneliti dan mengungkapkan kekagumannya terhadap permainan Alip Bata yang sangat berkelas. Seperti apa video reaksinya? Yuk langsung aja kita lihat.
And so right now, please forgive me if I get the name wrong. I'm horrible at this, but I'm going to say Alip Bata. Okay, so he looks like he's doing an instrumental of My Heart Will Go On, Celine Dion. One of the joys that I have about what has happened as an old composer, as an old guy who did not grow up with YouTube, but always had this visceral knowledge that around the world there were so many incredible musicians, be it single instrumentalists or bands and stuff out there that YouTube brought to light because of the accessibility. And this, I believe, is one of those tracks. I've had a couple of people from my other channel say, dude, you got to listen to this. So I enjoy just clicking on links and doing it. So let's do this together. Okay, from Alip Bata, My Heart Will Go On, Celine Dion, obviously an acoustic guitar cover. All right. Okay, I know he's about to give us another lesson in incredible creative dexterity. Automatically, when I started the video and I saw that he had that in his hand, I didn't know what to expect. You never know what to expect, obviously. And excuse me. And the fact that he can cover that opening melody, the very recognizable melody, with that it's a recorder, I believe, or I don't know exactly what the name of that. I don't want to say flute is, but that wind instrument, and he's playing it beautifully, okay, while executing the basics of the chord change on the left hand. That is incredibly difficult. And I mean, I have a hard time singing Ba Ba Black Sheep and clapping my hands at the same time. And I'm a seasoned composer and stuff. I mean, I have my skill set, but I look at this and I'm in complete awe. And then another super difficult thing to do is to, when you're doing an instrumental, especially when you're doing a like multi-timbral or a string or a piano, you know, where you have multiple notes that you can play at one time, you're doing a melody and playing the chords around that melody is also a very unique, challenging composition, especially when you want to make it your own. So yes, you can look up the sheet music and do the chords and do the melody in it, but when you make it your own is what differentiates instrumentalists from each other. In this case, the way he's playing the guitar and the configurations that he's picking is not only beautiful, but it's also the dynamics of how he's playing his left hand. All right, let's continue. You may have seen me kind of freak out on some of the sliding work that he did there, but also some of the bending work. And those are the dynamics that allow the song for me to the melody to breathe comfortably through his chord changes. You know, and another thing is I just can't help but just be completely, like I said at the very beginning of the video, just there's so much incredible talent out there that by the virtue of YouTube, thank God, before I, excuse me, before I get too old and I punt and I'm done with this planet. Okay, I'm going to stop there for two reasons only. Number one, watching his right hand picking techniques, very clean, very precise, but the pinky as his tempo. You know, keeping that, you know, he's hitting the one of every measure with that. And that's really unique. You know, guitar players of that talent, they can do a lot of things percussively. There was that guy who blew up YouTube early on, a guy named, I think it was Andy McKee, with an original piece where he was doing hammer-ons and tapping and stuff. And that's another thing. When he's playing that instrument and he's doing the tapping, the hammer-ons, man, that is precision and strength right there. And that is something that I still, after 40 years, I could not play with that kind of confidence on my hammering, let alone playing and looking down and doing this. Forget about it, just forget about it. Then finally, did you see he had about 8-10 seconds of pure blissful stank face? You know what's stank face? You ever see musicians when they make faces when they play notes and whatever, play bass or whatever? You saw it come out there and it gave me a little bit of chicken skin there. So that was, I love that. Here we go.
Wow, luar biasa sekali ya Mas Alip. Alip Bata selalu menjadi inspirasi bagi seluruh dunia. Sukses selalu sang maestro fingerstyle Alip Bata. Sekian dulu ya pembahasan kita kali ini. Jangan lupa untuk selalu berbuat baik pada sesama, berbuat baik pada alam semesta. Sampai jumpa di next video. Salam Alipers Indonesia.